Hello everyone, welcome to Lucian Sword's Ultimate Flight Guide for Terraria 1.2.4.1. You can click on any set of wings during this time to skip to them in this video. This is a guide that shows every set of wings currently in Terraria, including some unobtainable, without hacks or inventory editors of some kind. The wings are separated into classes determined by flight duration, vertical flight distance, and flight movement speed. Enjoy! Alright, let's start with the demon wings. Demon wings are collected by killing wyverns for their soul of flights. They're not collected, I'm sorry, they're crafted. Demon wings are crafted. And you need 20 souls of flight, which are killed. You kill wyverns, and you need 10 feathers, which are dropped by these harpies. And you also need 25 souls of night. And souls of night are dropped in the corruption once you enter hard mode. And this is what they look like when you're flying and when you're falling. Kind of like a demon or a bat. Although those are different wings. Alright, these are the angel wings. Angel wings are also crafted with 20 souls of flight and 10 feathers, but instead of souls of night, you need souls of light to craft them. Souls of light are farmed in the hollowed. Once you enter hard mode, you just kill enemies and they have a chance to drop souls of light. This is what the angel wings look like when you're flying, when you're falling. The sparkly wings I don't actually have. They are console and mobile only. They are crafted with 30 souls of blight and or also sold by the Dryad for 40 gold. These are the fin wings. Fin wings are a reward from the angler, who is an NPC that you can have join your village. I think I have him down here somewhere. You talk to him and you do quests and he'll tell you what to do. He wants a pixie fish. Eventually you'll be rewarded with the fin wings. And this is what they look like. Easy enough to get, you just got to do the quests. This is the jetpack. Pretty awesome set of, it's not really wings, but I put it in here anyway because it allows pretty awesome flight and it goes on your back. This is one of the few wings or flight mechanics that will let you shoot fire out of them, and it's pretty cool. To get the jetpack, it's sold by the Steampunker NPC for 40 gold only during a waxing moon phase. Okay, so the Steampunker will appear in your village if you've defeated at least one mechanical boss and you have an empty house. Then the Steampunker will arrive in your village, and then during the waxing moon for 40 gold you can purchase a jetpack. These are the bee wings. The bee wings are crafted with a tattered bee wing, which is a hard mode item that is only dropped by moss hornets in the underground jungle. They can be combined with 20 souls of flight to craft the bee wings. So you need the souls of flight and you need to kill moss hornets in the jungle. They have a slight chance to drop from them, and then you can craft the bee wings. This is what they look like when you're flying. Butterfly wings are one of the cool wings because they have light emitting particles when you fly. They don't actually look that girly, especially if you dye them like black or red, and if you want to be more manly about it, but it won't change the color of the particles. To get the butterfly wings, you need to acquire butterfly dust, which is dropped by moths in the underground jungle in hard mode. And you get the butterfly dust, 20 souls of flight, and that will allow you to craft the butterfly wings. These are the fairy wings. They're actually one of the easier set of wings to get in the game, because all you have to do is enter the hollowed area like this, and you kill pixies, and pixies drop, okay, that's a unicorn, but pixies drop pixie dust like that, and they drop quite a bit at a time usually, and all you need is 100 pixie dust and 20 souls of flight, and this will get you the fairy wings. This is what it looks like when you're flying with the fairy wings. This is probably one of the easier set of wings to get once you're in hard mode. They just dropped another 2 pixie dust there, another 3 there, so you can see it's pretty easy to get the fairy wings. The harpy wings are one of my personal favorites. I think they look really cool, and the harpy wings are crafted with a giant harpy feather and 20 souls of flight, and you can get a giant harpy feather simply from killing harpies. You're probably going to end up getting one just because of all the souls of flight you're going to be farming if you want to collect all the wings. You just go really, really high, create a bridge straight up all the way up here, and just farm harpies, and eventually you'll get the giant harpy feather, 20 souls of flight, and you can craft the harpy wings. These are the bone wings. The bone wings are crafted with a bone feather, which is a material dropped by armored bone variants in the dungeon. I say variants because there's a few different kinds of armored bones in the dungeon. Any of them can drop the bone feather, but only after Plantera has been defeated. It's quite rare to drop. I think it's only like a 0.2% chance to drop a bone feather from the armored bones, so you're gonna have to camp in the dungeon for quite a while after Plantera is defeated. So this is one of the late endgame wings that you can get in Terraria right now. These are the bat wings. The bat wings are crafted with a broken bat wing and 20 souls of flight. And the broken bat wing can only be acquired during a solar eclipse, which once you have hard mode, you will have a 1 in 10 chance any night that you're going to have a solar eclipse. And then you need to get the broken bat wing off a vampire, and it's kind of a rare drop. You might be able to get one in an entire solar eclipse event if you're lucky, and then you can craft the bat wings. This is what they look like. Alright, these are the leaf wings. The leaf wings are actually not crafted, they're sold by the witch doctor for 1 platinum. And to get the witch doctor to spawn, all you have to do is defeat the queen bee and have an empty house. Now the witch doctor will only sell the leaf wings if he is in a house in the jungle. So be sure to find a place in the jungle and build a house, and then using the housing menu like so, you can just pick the witch doctor and have him move into the jungle house, and then he will sell you the leaf wings at night for 1 platinum. Alright, these are the frozen wings, not to be confused with the angel wings and ghost wings. They look kind of similar. The frozen wings are actually also pretty easy to get, especially right when you get into hard mode. You just need the 20 souls of flight, and you need a ice feather. And an ice feather can be dropped from the ice golems in a snow biome during a blizzard. They have a 33% chance to drop. And one thing that's cool about the frozen wings is they're visible at night, even though they don't emit any light. These are the flame wings, and probably one of the coolest looking wings. They also give off light particles and look really freaking cool in general. The only thing about the flame wings though is they're actually kind of hard to get compared to the other wings. The flame wings are crafted using 20 souls of flight and a fire feather. And the thing that's hard to get is the fire feather, obviously. Fire feather has a 1 in 75, that's 1.33% chance of being dropped by a red devil in the underworld. Alright, these wings are called the ghost wings, and they actually look almost the same as the angel wings. They're just a little bit different because they're translucent. And they're a little bit kind of more like the flame wings and how the art is drawn on them. To get the ghost wings, all you need is 20 souls of flight and 10 ectoplasm. And to get the ectoplasm, all you have to do is go to the dungeon and kill stuff. And anything you kill in the dungeon has a chance to drop ectoplasm. And but it has to be after Plantera is defeated. Once you've defeated Plantera, you can go to the dungeon, stuff will start dropping ectoplasm, and then you just farm 10 of it, and then you can make the ghost wings with the 20 souls of flight. Up next we have the beetle wings. One of the coolest looking wings, I think, especially if you have full beetle armor. It just looks so realistic when you're actually flying compared to the other wings because of the way the animation is on the beetle wings. So to make the beetle wings, kind of hard actually. You have to farm the Golem, which is the boss in the temple in the jungle. You have to kill the Golem a few times, and you're gonna need 8 beetle husks and 20 souls of flight. And the Golem drops beetle husks, usually like 3 to 4 or 5 beetle husks each time. So you're gonna have to kill them a few times, but you get the beetle wings, 20 souls of flight, and the 8 beetle husks is all you need to make the beetle wings. Goes really well with the beetle armor. Alright, so these are the festive wings. Kind of funny. They look like a tree with light bulbs on it. To get the festive wings, all you need to do is kill the boss Everscream. Everscream is one of the bosses that can be summoned, or he's not summoned, but he is fought during the Frost Moon. So you have to summon the Frost Moon. It's a very endgame event. You have to use a naughty present at night, and it will summon the Frost Moon. And then eventually you'll start fighting Everscream, which is like a giant tree, and he has a chance to drop these festive wings. So that is how you get the festive wings. If you're interested, it's one of the later game wings. Probably goes good with the Santa outfit. This is the hoverboard, one of the coolest obviously wings or flight mechanisms in the game, because not only can you fly vertically really easily, if you hold down and flight, or jump, down and jump, you cruise sideways for a while really fast like this. So not to mention it just looks really cool. To get the hoverboard is also an endgame flight mechanism. You have to craft it with 18 shroomite bars and 20 souls of flight. And to get shroomite bars, you have to have the ability to mine chlorophyte from the jungle, which means all your mechanical bosses are destroyed. And then you have to turn the chlorophyte into shroomite using mushrooms. These mushrooms right here, glowing mushrooms rather, not just regular mushrooms. So you get the chlorophyte bars with the mushrooms, and you use a auto hammer which is purchased from Truffle, the NPC that you can summon, or rather build a house in a mushroom biome to make truffle spawn. And he'll sell you the auto hammer, which is this thing right here pounding right there, and then you can craft the shroomite bars with the auto hammer using the glowing mushrooms and the chlorophyte bars. And the chlorophyte is only found in the jungle after you've defeated the mechanical bosses. So then you can build the hoverboard. So 18 shroomite bars and 20 souls of flight. One of the very late endgame flight objects that you can get in Terraria, but still very cool. Alright, these are the spooky wings. One of the cooler looking wings in the game. The spooky wings are also a late game wing set. To craft the spooky wings, you need 20 souls of flight, and you need the spooky twig. And the spooky twig is a crafting material that has a chance to be dropped by morning wood. Not what you're thinking. It's morning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G, wood, during the Pumpkin Moon event. And if you're lucky, you summon the Pumpkin Moon, you get the morning wood, he'll drop the spooky twig, and then you can craft the spooky wings. These are the tattered fairy wings. Similar to the butterfly wings, except they look like crap, basically. They're all ripped up and black, without any kind of dye. And the tattered fairy wings are crafted with 20 souls of flight and black fairy dust. Black fairy dust is a crafting material dropped by pumpkins during the Pumpkin Moon. The only purpose of the black fairy dust is to craft these wings. So again, you're gonna have to summon the Pumpkin Moon using the Pumpkin Moon medallion, and then you can hopefully get the black fairy dust to drop, and then you can craft these wings. These are my personal favorite, the steampunk wings. Unfortunately, the steampunk wings are not available in the game without hacking the game to some level. I didn't actually hack the game to get these. I joined a server that just has all the items on it on the PC, and you can get the spooky wing or the steampunk rings, but it's kind of cheating to get these. So you don't have any other option to get them except to get an inventory editor or join a server that has something like that, and you can get the steampunk wings. Unfortunately, on console or mobile, there's pretty much no way to get the steampunk wings. But this is what they look like. Alright, lastly we have the fishron wings. And the fishron wings are pretty much the best wings in the game right now. They allow you to jump the highest and move the fastest. And they are dropped by Duke Fishron. Duke Fishron is one of the last bosses that you really want to fight in the game because of how difficult he is. And to summon the Duke Fishron, you have to throw a fishing pole into one of the oceans while you have a truffle worm in your inventory to use as bait. And the truffle worm is a rare bait that you can catch with the bug net in the underground mushroom biome. And then you can fight Duke Fishron, who is extremely hard and not recommended to fight unless you are very high level and experienced. By high level, I mean you have very good gear, rather. To show you guys just how awesome the Fishron wings are and how high you can go with them, if I equip, I'm going to use the bundle of balloons, the frog legs, and the flying carpet. And watch how high I can fly. From the ground, I can literally jump from the ground to the top of the world on this map. And boom, just touch the top of the world. Literally on the top of the world. with Duke Fishon's wings. I can jump too with these items equipped also. Oh, my bad. Also the Frostbark boots. That's how awesome Duke Fishron's wings are. And with that, we're at the end of all the wings that you can get in the game right now. The only other wings that there are the wings made by the developers, and those are Will's wings, Chrono's, D-Town's, Senix, and Red's wings. And those wings are unobtainable, also without hacks. And even if you somehow get those wings, if you put them on, it literally will kill you instantly, or if it doesn't kill you instantly, it'll give you all these debuffs to where you can't even move. You have negative 1,000 armor, no health. Like it has tons of debuffs, and you can't even do anything with those wings, unfortunately. Maybe somebody will come out with a hack that'll allow you to use them, but I think it's kind of cool that the developers have their own wings and people can't use them. So just thought I'd show you what they look like. Alright guys, that's it for my wing ultimate guide on Terraria. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you found it helpful. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe if you like it, and I will always be uploading more content for Terraria and other games as well. And I hope you have a fantastic day. This is Lucian Sword, take it easy.